Okay, now that we've obtained our E&O certificate, we are going to move down the welcome email to complete the anti-money laundering certificate and the NAIC State Annuity Suitability Model Regulation Certificate, also known as your state annuity training. Both of these can be taken through the link that's listed here to Reg Ed. Reg Ed is only listed in this email because it's one of the most commonly used certificates that we see come through. You are more than welcome to take the state annuity training through any vendor that provides the courses that you need. But for the anti-money laundering, you have to make sure that it meets one of the vendors that are listed in the email. Most of our companies only accept the certificate for anti-money laundering through the carriers listed. So please, if you have one that you've already completed within the past 12 months and you want to use that one, just make sure that it's on the approved vendor list. So I'm going to start, and instructions are listed in your email, but I just want to visually show you too. I know that sometimes that's very helpful. So the first thing we want to do is click the link that's in the welcome email, and it's going to take us to Reg Ed's platform. If you do not already have a Reg Ed account, you can register online for one, and I'm going to show you that in a second. But I first want to show you this map. So all of the purple states require some sort of annuity training. The gray states do not require an annuity training. So if you scroll over the states, it's actually going to tell you what course and how many hours you need to complete for your state. California, I want to note, is the only one that is an 8-hour course. All the other states require a 4-hour course. California is special, so if you're a resident or non-resident of California, you must complete the 8-hour training. The other states are course 390. I also want to note that New York actually has a 2-part training they require you to take. The first one is this New York Regulation 187. And that is going to be for the best interest standard. It's just a course that New York requires. And then you'll also need to complete the course 390 state annuity training as well if you're producing business in the states around New York. So if you don't have an account, we're going to go ahead and click the register online button. And this is going to ask you for your personal information to sign up for an account with Reg Ed. It is free to create an account. You just pay for any courses you select. So you'll fill out all of your information here. If this website asks you for any type of company code, you can just leave it blank, as we do not have a company code. So you should be able to just leave it blank and proceed. Once you have an account created, the system will log you in, or you can come here and log in. And this normally takes a short minute to load. Here we go. This first page is listing whether or not your resident state requires a training to be completed. I've already completed this one, so that's why mine's marked yes in green. If you've not yet completed it, it would be marked no in red. And I do not suggest going to view my courses or the state suitability training button, because we have to look up the AML certificate as well. And you'll see that further on in the example. So I want to also note that if you're producing in any non-resident state, you'll want to make sure that you complete their training as well. If you've taken a course 390, no matter what state it's for, it is reciprocal to all 390 states. So if you've taken 390 and you're going to produce business in another state that requires the 390, then you don't need to recomplete the training. You can just use that same certificate. But say you're producing in a 390 state and you're going to produce in California, you have to take their initial 8-hour course. So you always just want to make sure before submitting business that you comply to the state's training requirement. So the first thing I'm going to do once logged in is click on this optional insurance CE button and select new courses in CE credit. And then this screen is going to have you elect whether you want to or do not want to receive CE credits for your training course that you complete. If you select you want to receive CE credits, some states do require you to select that. You'll get an error. You know, if you select you don't want to receive it, you'll get an error saying you have to select that you want to receive it. But the only things I want to note on this is if you select you do want to receive CE credits, it does cost a couple dollars additional per course, but Reg Ed's going to file that with your state. So when it comes up for your license renewal time to complete your continuing education, if you're electing that you want to receive CE credits, then Reg Ed will file those to your state and you'll already have those hours completed. If you don't want to receive CE credits, you just want to take the course, you can select, I do not want to receive CE credits. So I am going to proceed to just say I want to receive CE credits, and then you'll want to select your state. So I'm just going to put Washington as an example, and these boxes come up. I always want to make sure I have any selected. And please do not select a professional designation even if you have one. Reg Ed system is a little bit finicky and sometimes it doesn't show all the courses if you select one of these. So just leave those blank and then click proceed. So since Washington requires training and it's a 390 course, on your keyboard you can hit Control F and type in 390 and it's going to pull up Washington's course 390 right here. So you could go ahead and proceed in taking this course. You just want to select this. And I also want to show you, my screen does not have it since I've already completed it, but somewhere towards the top is going to be this Advanced Concepts in Anti-Money Laundering course. And it looks like this right here, Advanced Concepts in Anti-Money Laundering Compliance. In parentheses, it's the ELIACA course. So if you have that option, you'll want to select that as well to obtain your AML certificate. So once you have your courses selected, you'll come down and click proceed, and it's going to give you your state information. Scroll down and click proceed, and it's going to ask from this point on for your basic information of your account and what payment method you want to use. So once you have this completed, we can go back home. And I just want to show you what a completed course looks like. So if I come over and click view my courses, it's giving all the courses that we've completed. And if I wanted to print the record, it will give me this screen where it has a Reg Ed logo with the information completed. This is what the screen looks like that you want to send to contracting. So you could take a screenshot on your computer, or you could just save the certificate to a file for both your anti-money laundering and your state annuity training. And once you have that completed, you can send what lists right here, one email back to contracting@appreciationfinancial.com and attach your E&O, anti-money laundering, and the state annuity training. Other than that, it's just completing the signature form that's in the AF email credentials. And I'm going to show you that again. If you come back to your inbox and go to AF email credentials, this will be attached from contracting, and this is the signature form. Once contracting has all 4 of those requirements and they're in good order, contracting will then proceed to the next step, which is sending you your SuranceBay contracting links and also your Pangea National Life Group contracting link. And I have got 2 demonstration videos coming on that next.